Don't believe what they want you to believe.
Good evening, dear supporters and non-supporters alike. It's that time of the month where we ask you to sit down and peel back the veil with us into the world of the unknown. To open your mind's eye, if you will, to the world beyond ours, beyond the one you see. This is the Tinfoil Hat Society. I am your host, Justin, as always, joined by my lovely co-host,
Vin. Oh, Vin. Sorry, I was early.
And rounding out this show, we wouldn't be, I think, as far as we are with this one without our very own Council of Na.
Yeah, there needs to be some voice of reason in this room. Mike. And Joe.
I have my hair all crazy tonight because I wanted to be like aliens. Aliens? Yeah.
We should probably just get like a shot of this.
What happened to 3A Atlas? Is it gone?
I don't know, man. It's like,
I thought it was going to crash in October. What the hell?
You know, it's weird. It went behind the sun and then
it found the whales and went back to whatever planet it's from.
Yeah, it got the whales.
Uh-huh.
But that's not what we're here for. We're not here for that tonight. Tonight, we're here for Area 51. Cover up? Perhaps. Or ploy. We'll let you decide.
Okay, you better come correct, because this is like the Mac Daddy of conspiracy shit. Yeah.
Area 51 is a highly secretive official U.S. Air Force base at Groom Lake, Nevada, used for developing and testing experimental aircraft, most famously the U-2 spy plane, and is known globally due to persistent conspiracy theories about aliens and UFOs, with the base's existence only officially acknowledged by the CIA in 2013. Its remote location and intense security fuel speculation, but its real purpose remains secret flight testing, with UFO sightings often attributed to its classified projects. Now, the government, as of 2013, acknowledges its existence. But is that part of the bigger conspiracy?
Technically, yes.
Some of the theories insist that there's alien technology there being reverse engineered, and that is why they often have the secretive aircraft, because it's, coming out of that alien tech. Bodies of aliens, they say. Perhaps living aliens helping us.
The lizards?
Enjoy that movie.
The lizards. The question is, though, are we being allowed to know this because there's actually more to it? That Area 51 isn't the actual secret, that there's another base that houses all this, and Area 51 is just, the dressing, a facade.
So you're talking about Area 52.
A facade, if you will.
51's a diversion?
Yes.
Well, it's like communism. It was always a red herring. I've heard this conspiracy where, the real base is underground. I guarantee you whatever's going on in Area 51 is underground. It's not just warehouses where shit's being worked on.
No.
I'm not thinking it's like umbrella corporation level facilities, but it goes, I'll give it like 5 stories underground. Yeah, I'm not seeing like, the X-Files, the movie where they're like incubating aliens and people and that weird greenhouse thingy. But, the whole UFOs being, going around, because they're probably aircraft that no one's ever seen. So, they're identified flying objects.
Correct.
Technically.
UAPs, actually.
Yes.
Aerial phenomenon.
That's correct.
Sir.
That's
as of 2018.
Or something.
Proper terminology.
Something like a phenomenon. What was it? The B-2 people thought was a UFO for.
And who's to say it wasn't
years.
It wasn't modeled after one? I'm not even diving into there's an alien craft that looks like that. I'm saying, what if they made the design intentionally?
I'm shocked you didn't bring up the Roswell
Roswell's
crash.
Roswell's a whole different fucking episode, sir.
Yes, but the whole thing with Area 51 is they brought the craft, the crashed craft, and bodies
it went
to Area 51.
No, it went somewhere else first. But that's a different episode. This is Area 51, and what is its actual purpose? Now, what if those planes were modeled to look like what the public believes flying saucers and alien craft is for? To create the illusion of, holy shit, we don't know what it is. We knew what it was. We intentionally designed it that way.
I would say no with the B-2. The B-2 still kind of looks like a plane.
Yeah.
Now, if we're talking about the stealth bomber, that boomerang is weird. And I can absolutely understand people being like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vinny.
Still to this day, I'm kind of like, what the fuck is that?
Vinny, my love.
Well, when was Roswell? 42?
42, 43, something like that.
So that was during World War II, when apparently there was theories that the Nazis had anti-gravitic technology or blueprints for it. Then that happens, the Nazi regime falls, there's the idea of the Nazi breakaway society, and then fast
47.
forward to 47?
47, so after World War II.
So then fast forward to Bob Lazar in the 80s, I think it was, he talked about how he was contracted to reverse engineer shit, and there was some sort of element. Rewinding again, in the World War I and II, the crazy advancements in technology, Kevlar, all that shit, just out of nowhere. I think we've had help. I think Area 51's real. However, I think it's what Joe said. It's underground. And
Joe, just to fact check you on the Area 51 or the Roswell of it all. Area 51 wasn't built until 1955.
Okay.
But yeah, it's for sure real. They're for sure doing some shit. And I like the idea of the stealth bomber being like, they saw alien shit, but we're still Americans, so we just bridge the gap. Why don't we take that cool alien tech and make it a plane?
Or, it could just be designed that way because that's the best way to make a vehicle stealth on our planet.
Maybe.
To avoid the radar time after
True.
multiple iterations by scientists and aerodynamics and engineers and experts. That could be the way this went down.
Well, that sounds fun, but my idea sounds more funner.
Yeah, I do think, the top minds in science and, top men, physics, aerospace, rocketry, weaponry, and all that stuff. Scientific development.
Yeah.
Something to do.
Yeah. But, what are they doing with it? Because up to 1969 is when we sent our first person to the moon, and before that we had, people orbiting, whatever.
Look at,
what the fuck were they doing with it for, what was it, 47 it was? So another 22 years they had it, and they were just kind of like, let's make a dick-shaped rocket and shoot it up in space.
Perfecting it, because you just look at, all the tests of rockets, and then basically we, ganked all of Germany's, former Nazi, scientists and made them ours. And, perfected the rocket. We had to. It was all weaponry and going on. The Cold War was starting.
I get I get that. I'm just saying, like, we found a disc-shaped saucer. Rockets were probably already being created around that time. The idea of it, anyway. They see the rocket, they see the disc, and they go. 22 years later, they're like, "No, we're going to make the dick. That looks like it worked. We're going to make the wiener."
Well, because at the time, rockets are built to mimic the propulsion system of a missile or a torpedo. Yeah. But that's shit we had already done. We were like,
right.
We're going to do the thing we know how to do.
The rocket fuel's in a tank.
Yes.
And those tanks are elongated.
Yeah, all this stuff is one of the main reasons why I don't believe there are any alien crafts there. If they had gotten their hands on something with this advanced technology, we would probably have a better handle on stuff like anti-gravity or magnetic repulsion.
It depends. Because if something from a different planet came here with that kind of technology, the things used to create it there probably aren't here.
So you're saying, like, the fuel source
probably doesn't material exist. Like, we're not gonna have it here, or we're only gonna have half of it here. It's gonna take a long fucking time to try to decode shit we don't know.
Element 115,
right?
I think it was.
So, like, it's hard to just be like, we'd be better at it now. It's not necessarily true.
I'd imagine after decades of examining this stuff, then we wouldn't be any worse.
Well, I mean, you gotta look at it, though. Look at how much our technology has advanced in the short time we've been alive. Like, we grew up in a time when video games were 2 lines knocking a dot across a fucking screen. Hold on. To look at fucking video games now. That's a short period of time, my dudes. Like,
that's 40 years.
Yeah, but that's not
that short a period of time.
Yes, it really fucking is, though.
So
not with exponential growth of technology.
But that exponential growth of technology had come from somewhere.
You're talking about the evolution of the microprocessor.
Right.
Yeah. Experimentation. Research.
Aliens.
Prove the alien part.
I'm going to go with really smart Asian people.
I had this conversation with my friend the other day. He was talking about me supplying evidence for stuff I was saying. And I just, at this point, I will not do that. I refuse. Say, anything I show you, you most likely would say,
right.
Well, that's not a valid source. I just go by the eye test. What do we see? What don't we see? What's been going on? Like, obviously something's going on.
It's pretty vague. There's always something going on.
Right. So we have 3IA Atlas that came and disappeared, like I just mentioned. Apparently that was alien. Maybe not. No one knows anymore.
It's not the only interstellar object that's come into our solar system in, like, the last 5 years, either. So it's like, but we're all quick to be like, it's a meteor, because it looks like that. Well, of course it looks like that. We designed things to look camouflaged when we send them to places they're not supposed to be either.
Yeah. Battle LA, when we were just shooting fucking gigantic guns in the sky at lighting, like, objects and shit like that, and then there was, like, UFOs over the White House, and they just go, oh, no, that was just weird lights. Or plane. I don't know what the hell their excuse was, but it was, like, obviously not regular shit. So when I say I just use the eye test, because they can't come out and say, yeah, aliens are real, for whatever dumb reason.
They can't.
They could.
They cannot.
At this point, it's the dangling carrot.
Yeah.
Because next week's in the news, the Ray Ellis is going to come back and, like, we'll forget about everything that happened over the holidays. Everyone's like, oh, aliens maybe.
When's the last time you looked into that? Like, I haven't seen anything about it, but have you been, like, following it? Have you been actively searching for news on it? Because
I have.
look at the news cycle.
I have, and it was right before Christmas was the last I had heard anything about it, and it was on its way back, like it had come back around the sun. But
I probably saw it too. It just enters my algorithm. I don't really look for it.
Wait, so it's slingshot around the sun?
Mm-hmm.
It time traveled.
It might have time traveled.
Traveled, yeah. But like, yeah, they're never gonna come out and just be like, they're real. For many factors. One, as a whole, society can't take it. On an individual basis, some people might be better than others. But it would fucking destroy modern society.
I don't know.
Tells me.
I think that's a cop-out.
That's one.
I don't know why I think it's a cop-out. I don't have a better idea. I just think it's a cop-out for, again, the dangling carrot of, it's like, are they or aren't they?
Well, no. That's my second. The second reason is the dangling carrot of it all. We can't have something that big be true, because then it's going to stop a lot of the infighting that we have about things.
It will just cause more.
No.
Because there will be more than enough people who won't believe it, and they will be the most committed to their beliefs.
Sure.
Let's say.
Nope, still down here.
That's right. Like, if it does come to, somebody does admit that aliens are real, I don't want it to come from this country.
Here's the thing, though. People have admitted it. That's the thing.
Yeah,
that's
true too.
There's been people, scientists, military, who are like, it's real, and people are like, you guys are quick to be like, prove it, and then they give.
Anyone could say anything.
But Mike, they've released things. They've given you visuals, and you're still like, it's not good enough.
Well, to Mike's
because what you want is a little green man to come fucking knocking on your door and into your room for you to be like, oh yeah, I guess I fucking believe now.
Yes.
No, I want something better than grainy footage of something going faster than we know things are possible going faster.
There's footage out there of these craft coming out of the fucking water that are from the government, Mike. There's documented testimonies from military members who were like, we were in the middle of the fucking ocean, a shit ton of lights came up out of the water, it shot up out of the water and fucking shot into the sky. They're real. That's documented. It's out there. Look for it. And I'm talking like, that's on regular fucking news sites. But you wouldn't know because it's not part of the fucking regular news cycle. They drip feed this stuff to us so that we can sit here and have arguments and conversations like this, because even though that's the closest to the kind of evidence you want, you're not going to fucking believe it. Why? Because it didn't make front page news. Because it wasn't breaking. Fucking General Armstrong was like, oh shit, by the way, this happened. Here's some footage from our night vision. You're just like, nah, it's night vision. I don't fucking believe it.
Yeah, because it's not corroborated.
But it is. There's people on the ship who are all like, yeah, it fucking happened. But right there, that's the response you're going to have. Because again, it's not making front page news. It's never going to be good enough for everyone. And that's why they'll never come out and be like, they're real.
Well, do you know Bill Cooper?
Who?
So Bill Cooper said he was in the Navy. He's like, he wrote like Behold the Pale Horse. He's like...
Okay, yes, I read Behold the Pale Horse.
There you go. So he was in the Navy. He was on a submarine.
My friend's dad was on the fucking sub with him.
Great. So then he knows the story.
Yes.
Yeah, I told this story probably, but he saw something through like, what are the little windows called? I think there's a specific name.
The portholes.
Portholes. Saw something zip by that was like, and they're like, oh, that wasn't a fish. Saw it again, that wasn't a fish. A bunch of people started telling the upper heads, and then like, pretty much
they surfaced.
When it came to, hey, what?
They surfaced.
Yeah, and they started questioning everybody, and they were pretty much trying to tell everyone to like not talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Bill went up, he saw everyone was kind of like put their head down. They're like, I shouldn't have said anything. Because even the commanding officer was like, why the fuck did this have to happen on my shift? Cooper goes in the office. They're like, "What'd you see, Private?" He's like, "Nothing, sir." He's like, "Good. You'll go a long way. Nothing's right. Get out of here. Can't talk about it. It's clearance levels. Don't know why. Got another handshake. You got to suck someone off. I don't know. The dangling carrot, Michael."
That's why. That's why you'll never get the full fucking disclosure of any of it. Unless we're about to fucking die from it.
No, even then they wouldn't.
No, I think if it was...
Unless it reveals itself.
If it was imminent and they were literally going to show up and just fucking destroy the planet, they'd be like, yeah, they're real, we're fucked.
No, they wouldn't even make an announcment, I don't think. Like, if it was one of those, like, Independence Day kind of things where they show up, then yeah, maybe there'd be an announcement. But if, like, they're on the way and only the government knows about it, they're not going to be putting it out there.
No, because they would have to, because at that point, you have amateur astronomers who have telescopes powerful enough to pick shit up that they can see, and they're going to be like, what the fuck?
So I'm going to go with another movie there. So, Mike, you're going with, like, Close Encounters, where they're on, the Devil's Tower, and only the government is up there, and they're the ones that know that they're going to meet with everybody and not tell anybody outside of that. Which is very possible.
I will say this. I'm not exactly sure it's aliens, or maybe it's just separate from what I'm going to say. Like, people get abducted, they get probed, and the aliens say something like, "You're polluting the planet, you're destroying the planet, you need to knock it off." Right? Something like that. It's kind of a common theme. Why do they... Well, the common theme amongst people that claim that they were abducted.
Yeah.
Like, why would they butt fuck you and tell you to recycle? Like, no one, like, that's one thing where I'm like, why are you telling Joe?
What kind of fucking tests do we do to other species on this planet? We do similar tests.
We butt fuck them and tell them to clean up their planet?
Ask your fucking wife. She works for a vet, right?
Yeah, she just made a comment.
Okay, right. Like, and like, yeah, you would, if you're an intelligent enough species that isn't trying to destroy ours, and you want to be like, hey kids, stop being an asshole. You don't shoot a child in the face because they made a mess. You're just like, hey kids, stop fucking up. Like, don't do this thing anymore.
Okay. I guess my overall point is, why are they getting the farmer in Indiana or wherever the hell they're farming and not telling, like, I don't know, General Jim Joe?
But they do. That's the whole theory of it all. They've talked to those in charge. All right?
They go, you know what you guys should do? There's a lot of farmers out west. You got to butt fuck them. You got to tell them to stop littering.
It's either the misdirection from the world leaders, or they're just like, well, we've tried with their leaders. Let's just go to Jim Bob and Podunk fucking Kansas. And they're like, well, that's not fucking working either. Well, we can't do it in the middle of a fucking city because there's too many people. Hey, you know what? Let's just randomly do what we're fucking doing anyway.
That's fair.
That makes no sense. All right, we've gone to their leaders, and their leaders don't want to talk to us. Let's go to someone who has no fucking power.
Vinny, have you ever heard the story of Valiant Thor?
Maybe. Go ahead.
It was an alien. He was an alien that was like, he came here supposedly.
I prefer Mighty, but why not?
And like talked to, I forget which fucking president it was. Fuck.
Reagan.
Yes. Maybe it was Reagan.
Nixon.
I was going to say, if it was Reagan, he probably didn't remember.
If it was Nixon, he probably bombed them.
I don't know. Look it up. Look up the story of Valiant Thor. You'll see what president it was supposed to be. But he sat with the government for like a while. Like they had him, not like locked up, but like trying to work with him. And he was like getting nowhere. And so he was like, he ended up reaching out to the early formation of MUFON. It's a very interesting story.
So yeah. So it was Eisenhower in 57.
That was it.
His story is detailed in Dr. Frank Strange's book, Stranger at the Pentagon.
Yes.
He was a Venusian alien ambassador.
Yeah.
So, well, that's swell.
But yeah.
I buy it.
It's a fun story.
I'm going to bring it back to the Area 51 thing.
Well, I'm glad you are, because I'm going to list off like the big theories behind Area 51.
So, given the Area 51 is in the complete desert, and have you guys ever go out to like any of the desert areas where there's zero light pollution?
Yeah.
So you see, like, you look up, and you look up at the stars, and you see
The actual
like everything.
Yeah.
What it really looks like without light pollution.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, given like you've seen it, like I've looked at it many, like when I was out west, just just driving out and just parking on some mountain, just looking up, just stargazing.
Yeah,
all those times. Yeah, very, very, very high. But I've never seen anything while I was out there like that. Any unidentified. But you're seeing for miles and 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 miles.
Joe, that's like, I've been to the ocean my entire life, but I've never encountered a fucking shark.
Yeah, it took me 45 years to see a shooting star.
Right. So, like, don't just be like, I used to live out west where there wasn't so much light pollution, and every time I looked up, I didn't see a fucking spaceship. Well, yeah, there's not 50 million fucking spaceships flying around the fuck. How many birds are on this planet, Joe? How many birds do you see in the fucking week?
How many sightings are that people claim are around, like, Area 51 and things like that? You think more people would see,
No, I don't. No. Not at all.
That's on a super clear night.
Who lives out there?
There are people that live
out
there.
No, there's not.
Bro, so when I was driving through Arizona to go to the Grand Canyon, it's like a house, windy, hilly roads, maybe another house over there, mile away. And it's like nothingness.
Just to throw this
place.
out there, Joe. The government owns the prohibiting 3,972 acres around the fucking area.
Said, when you look up at the sky, you see for miles.
Yeah, but the 50 people living out there aren't looking up because they got butt fucked. And like, you know what? Last time I looked up, I got a probe in my ass.
It's not even just that.
Anymore.
Like, Joe, I live by an airport. I only see like 5-6 fucking planes a day, dude. Like, the point you're trying to make isn't a good one. You can't just be like, you think people would see more fucking UFOs? No, I don't.
I hear frogs all the time. I don't know where the hell they are because I don't see them.
Right.
Also, the thing is, too, with the naked eye, with how fast they're probably traveling, because they're not going out into space just to hang out there. They're fucking zipping. And, like,
there's also
difference between things outside of the atmosphere, but more of the things that, like, like the...
Also, if we have stealth technology, I'm pretty sure anybody who could travel across the fucking universe / possibly time, gonna take care of the whole camouflage of it all.
So that's saying the whole collision thing.
Which shoots a hole in most of the
It could
UAV.
be. Could be.
UAPs.
Yeah, could.
The only story that sort of makes sense is they had a technical malfunction, crashed, died, we got our hands on it, and it has helped us move forward as a society. Not the craziest story ever, not nearly half as crazy as Scientology.
No.
That's thin, though.
So,
they're technologically advanced, but they crashed. Oops.
It's not an oops. We have atmospheric issues that they might not fucking account for. Or even if they did, accidents fucking happen, dude.
Yeah.
You come along, and it was a thunderstorm night. in Roswell, like, there was heavy storms, and that shit probably got struck by lightning. And you know what? Best laid plans of trying to prevent whatever, dude. If you're made of some sort of fucking metal and you get struck with electricity, that's undisputable science. Something bad's gonna fucking happen.
And even if they took stuff like that into consideration, we're going to a place that has lightning, we're going to a place that has all these problems, they could have had an issue in space.
Yeah.
They could have not even been intending to come here.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we got problems. What's the most habitable spot we can go to? This one looks like we could breathe there. And between getting those readings and landing safely, some more shit went down.
Yeah.
Well, that's if the idea that aliens came down here in 47 was like the deal.
Well, no, but what Mike's saying
I don't think that's the case. I guess that's kind of my point.
Mike's saying is he could buy a situation like that. Like, if there's any legitimacy to anything, and of Roswell being the example, he could see that, oh yeah, something happened to them, they got fucked up upon arrival, we took their shit, and over the last 70 years,
60 or so years,
we've just been like, oh well, this thing does this thing, well, let's fuck with that for a while. Oh, look what we made using this technology.
Microchip.
Right.
It's a lot less crazy to me than them helping to build pyramids.
Right.
And them coming here generations ago and then just fucking off for who knows how long.
I mean, I think I think if they visited once, they visited before. It could be different species, could be whole different societies. I think, I think for sure we were an experiment.
I wouldn't say for sure. I really shouldn't have watched that movie yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, Book of Enoch, it was like the angels came down here, they were told not to fuck humans, they fucked humans, also made Nephilim giants, and I don't know.
But here's
good. Here's
the bigger,
using a reputable source.
Here's the bigger conspiracies of all this. The storage, examination, and reverse engineering of crashed alien spacecraft, including material supposedly recovered at Roswell, New Mexico. So it's just recovered material that they had in hangar, whatever the fuck it was. Meeting or joint undertakings with extraterrestrials. There has been some stories about some presidents meeting super foreign dignitaries here.
What do you think the worst president to meet? Okay, besides Trump.
I was going to say,
the worst president to meet an alien would be
Reagan. Wait, of all time. Wait, like Reagan.
Probably Nixon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say Lyndon B. Johnson.
That was also good. Yeah, LBJ probably would have been good.
The development of exotic energy weapons for the Strategic Defense Initiative or other weapons programs. The development of weather control. The development of time travel and teleportation technology. The development of exotic propulsion systems related to the Aurora program. Activities related to the conspiracy theory of a one-world government. Those are the big ones.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
But that's one that actually kind of makes sense. If we were intending to be a galactic entity, we can't do it in our current form in this planet.
No, there would have to be a one world government.
We would have to unify as much of this planet as possible.
Yeah.
So you're saying lizard people infiltrated the government, and we're doing a slow cook into a one world government? Yes or yes?
No.
No, it's the crab people.
Not the crab people, Joe. Don't be stupid.
We all know it's the Andromedons.
No, it's the
more on that in a few.
And lizard people.
But I feel like we've been
talked her in circles long enough.
Yeah. So here's the one thing, right? We're not going to give a normal, do you believe it? We know Area 51 exists. It's a thing.
It does.
There's no disputing that fact. It comes down to, why are they still so fucking secretive about it?
That's the biggest. That's the $10 billion question.
And or are they super secretive about it because they're just using it to draw our attention away from something else that they don't want us to discover? Not necessarily of alien origin of anything, but like it's the don't look here while I do this over here.
Wag the dog.
Yeah, the simplest answer would be yes, it was a facility meant for R&D, and it got too much attention.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, fuck. So they started to move
They
the
had to
R&D.
move it.
They stopped doing R&D there, started doing it other places, and when it became outmoded, it's just like, all right, let's use this as our focal point.
But we now have to still have staff go there. Like it still has to fucking operate.
Doing stuff.
Oh yeah,
We're not
they're
gonna
definitely.
waste it, and there's stuff going on
Right.
here.
Yeah,
Like we're doing some nonsense. They're probably doing like hydroponic research and shit.
Something.
yeah. It's
Like we've all seen Pineapple Express, the beginning where they took a military facility and turned it into a grow house. That
Yep.
kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing serious, but the specter of what it once was is too good a tool to waste.
Yes.
It's too ingrained in pop culture.
Even if it has nothing to do with aliens, I believe using Area 51 as a misdirect against whatever horrendous shit they're doing. That, I believe, that is happening. You'd be hard-pressed to not convince me it's not being used as a misdirect. We know that happened in government.
Yeah.
We're watching it happen right now on an international scale.
Yes. So I
I feel like
feel.
it's been like once a week for the past like 9 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I feel like we've come together on this one.
Yeah, Area 51's real.
Yeah,
It is real.
horrible.
Definitely real.
Yeah, lizard people infiltrated the government, and they're
Yeah.
dangling the carrot to people to ultimately bring one world government. And yeah, butt fuck everybody and tell them to stop polluting.
I mean,
I will never deny. I absolutely believe there are aliens. Whether or not they've come here yet, still on the fence. Not enough evidence for me.
well, boys, as we wrap up this episode of Tinfoil Hat Society, I'm just going to let you know next month, February 2nd, we are going live with Tinfoil Hat Society. You say, why? And I say, whoa, we're doing Flat Earth next month.
Yeah,
Sweet.
you better come correct for this one.
Yeah.
Area 51
Don't
is a classic.
come correct. This is one that even I don't even attempt to swallow.
So just remember out there, people who listen to this show, when we go live on YouTube, youtube.com/nerdities.
You just jumped the whole fucking ending. Skip.
Well, no, I'm
Piece of
just
shit.
explaining that part, and then I'll go
We need
into
to
more
backtrack
details.
on it in 30 seconds? All right.
Yeah, I'll
whatever.
go into more
Always got on
details.
board.
If you like what you hear, do all the things you know what to do. Facebook.com/nerdities. At Nerdies on Twitter. At Nerdies on the Instagram. At Nerdies on TikTok starting January 17th.
No, not at Nerdities.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Our official name will be coming in the coming episodes. But January 17th, join us on the TikToks. We're going to have exclusive content that you don't hear on the shows. And no, it's not nudity, you pervs. If you're into that thing, we can start. We'll start an OnlyFans if you want that.
If the ad thing falls apart, I'm about ready to flop my dick out.
Yeah. Head on over to ProWrestlingTees.com/nerdities, NERDATIES. Buy our cool ass shirts. Buy them EPW shirts because season 2 of EPW begins recording next month in the Februarys. And
we're building the ring.
And I can announce here we've got a new player.
Ooh, who is it?
Our very own #1 superfan, Michael.
Pat Roselle coming in with 4 characters.
Yes.
They're going to blow everyone's mind.
4 characters, baby. 4
How
new...
busty is the female broad?
What?
Extra busty,
Yeah.
if I remember.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too busty.
It's
A little too
Good.
much everything.
quite excellent.
I said if I was to do it, my chick would be so busty, and all of her moves would be very sexual.
Don't worry, you'll have to tune in to season 2 of EPW. In the meantime, catch fresh episodes of Exposing James every Sunday. And we begin filming Season 2 of Nerd E.T.'s, our cooking show, this winter. Look for it probably in the summer, beginning of fall, to hit the YouTubes. And we got a bunch of other projects we're going to be announcing shortly. Some new live stuffs, and we have the new Halloween and Christmas specials for this year lined up already. We didn't record them. We haven't even written them yet, but we know what they are. And I can tell you that the 100 greatest list this year is going to be the 100 greatest songs of all time, according to this crew of idiots.
Who?
Us guys and Kyle.
Just remember, folks, we're doing it, so it doesn't have to be right.
But it's gonna feel so right.
So right.
Mr. Prop.
It'll make you correct.
So as I said, check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/nerdities. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Nerdities. And don't forget to ring the bell to get notified when new content is coming, because as Justin just said, there's a whole fuck ton of new content coming this year in 2026. So much so, my voice is getting raspy, and we have a whole nother show to record. God damn it. Also, please drop a comment on, on our videos. I know you're watching them. Thank you for watching them. Really happy about that. Let us know. Just, drop a hi.
Do it.
And also, tell your friends. Tell their friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. And anybody out there, if you want to give us money, because money's good. We know money helps us do more things. Write to us at nerdies@gmail.com. We'll crew and we'll swoon. We'll talk about your business and or product.
Yeah.
The opinions of the Nerdities crew are idiotic and poorly thought, but don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting. Bye-bye.
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 Bye.
Right.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.